for Secret. It did not for the Peeps, and they found out just how brutal and unforgiving this rival series schedule is. You have to bring it every single match. This match right here, no exception. First match of the season for the Peeps is underway. And it will be Arsenal climbing the ladder to start things off, looking for Reddles, and a big save from Democat as the Peeps almost scored extremely quickly. Arsenal now to send this all the way back downfield. Upper 90 needs to answer. They need to get this ball away from Arsenal because he was a sharpshooter all of last season. This ball sent out and away. It's Reddles again. His shot's going to be wide. No follow-up as Democat sends that across, but Gyro is there. And again, just kind of this three-pronged attack for the Peeps. Left, middle, and right, keeping the ball on the orange half of the field and not letting Upper 90 get any kind of offense.
And Gyro has been one of the more vocal players coming out from this Peeps squad. And I know that sometimes he has confidence issues on how well he's going to play. I know that that affects how the Peeps do overall, and it feels like when Gyro's on point, the Peeps are on point.
It is Gyro sending another one across. And not able to maintain possession. Arsenal looking to center for Reddles, and that pass snuffed out by Rodoko. Another ball looking to go in front from Gyro. It does not get there. And finally, Upper 90 can maybe get some possession and carry this ball downfield. Instead, they play more dump and chase. Now they have a chance. Their first shot is going to be high. Follow-up will be sent away by Arsenal, and Reddles chasing downfield. Rodoko in a tough spot, and the follow-up just a little slow from Gyro.
And up until that point when Upper 90 had a couple shots just right then and there, it's been a pretty scary start for U90. The Peeps have had full control in their attacking third and a lot of space to work with. It's really just been a matter of time for them to break down this Upper 90's team defense.
Arsenal waiting patiently, and he's got a full tank of boost to work with. Should be very scary for Upper 90. He's past two, but Rodoko up to the task as he has been plenty of times. Does miss there though, ran out of boost, trying to play that out of the corner. Democat now, downfield in the direction of Reddles. This is a dangerous ball across. Rodoko looking to punish, and instead he takes him out.
And Upper 90 now trying to find some sort of offense here halfway through the game. It feels like most of the game, if not all of it, has been spent on the defensive third for Upper 90. Shadow getting a touch there, but only for a second to slow down the Peeps attack. They really, for Upper 90, have just struggled to not only break out from their end, but keep possession. That's what the Peeps are doing so well. Gyro almost sneaking it under and through.
This time it's Shadow making the stop. He and Rodoko have had to play a ton of defense. Democat just trying to play anything at midfield, try to knock some of these Peeps players far away from the ball. It's not working out. Reddles looking for the demo. Instead, Democat able to evade and force Gyro to push the shot wide. Reddles shot again. That's sent away by Shadow. And Democat will just sky this up and try to buy his teammates time to go get some boost. There is boost available, but now they need to scramble back, and they barely do.
And Arsenal almost able to follow up his own touch, and you can see all the open space in the midfield that Arsenal had to work with. Two players rotating back on the same line for Upper 90 lets Arsenal have that opportunity.
Reddles challenged by Shadow coming off the back wall. Arsenal, at least able to keep this play alive, doing a lot with pretty much nothing in the tank. And now Gyro just barely able to get a piece of this ball. That slows things down enough. His teammates are all in position. Reddles going downfield off that double commit, and it could be trouble as Upper 90 cannot capitalize just yet as we approach the final minute.
And you saw the big bump there on Reddles opened up and made the defense panic a little bit on the Peeps side. Upper 90 had them going for just a second, and they're finding a little bit more space and possession. Here's Democat going into an air dribble over one, tries to dunk it through on Reddles, but all three of the Peeps swarm the ball and break out.
Shadow to center here. Democat is there, and Gyro meets him right in his face. Did not let the shot go near the net. Rodoko up the ladder though. They got to scramble in front, off the crossbar and sent away by Arsenal.
And after all the talk of Peeps having pressure, it's Upper 90 here in the last minute or so, really finding form. You're seeing three demos all at once. Arsenal got two in a row, but here's Reddle into the air trying to beat Democat to the goal. Hit away, it's still the attack on for the Peeps, maybe trying to find A late second goal comes down to Reynolds. That one's going to be high. And upper 90, one last chance.
Democat trying to put one up there for Rodoko. Arsenal didn't get the second touch he needed, but this ball is still going downfield for the Peeps. Looking for some 0-second heroics. They had 5 goals in the final 5 seconds last season. Gyro's shot is saved by Shadow. They almost picked up right where they left off, but will go to overtime.
Wow, Gyro had a great opportunity there, but nonetheless, it is a 0-0 overtime between these two teams. And while it feels like Peeps have been knocking on the door the whole game, upper 90 has really come alive.
Shadow could not get a piece of this. Could be trouble. Democat put it in front. Did not go to the sides off the clear, but Shadow does finally finish off the clearance. Nobody really pressuring there for the Peeps as they were retreating. Arsenal now, he's got a full tank to work with. Reynolds is going to watch this and retreat to play it back into his own zone.
And not a horrible decision by Reynolds. You don't want to overcommit, especially in the first 30 seconds of overtime. Pick and choose when you got to go. He keeps the ball in possession and makes his way downfield, and it's another opportunity for the Peeps. Great decision-making coming out from Reynolds.
Plenty of overtimes last season for the Peeps. They played 4 times, only won a single overtime game all season long. And they didn't last very long. I think they only played about a couple minutes combined of extra time. So this, one of the lengthier extra periods they've played, as Reynolds will need to send this ball away. And it does get past Rodoko. Democat is there at the center line for Gyro to clear it back. And Reynolds is down to wreak just a little bit of havoc. But right there is Rodoko again. Neither side really having many quality opportunities. This could be one if Democat can get around, but Arsenal there to stop the attack.
And things are a little bit different here in this overtime, a little more back and forth between these two teams, and it almost feels like upper 90 have had more opportunities. The Peeps really haven't been able to generate that offense that we saw in the first half of this game.
Every time I say a team isn't really passing very much, we suddenly see a passing play. We're not seeing it much out of the Peeps. Gyro against Democat. This will go across for Arsenal. Shadow will not get there. That was going to be a tough read to get to. And he can't get this ball either. He gives way to Democat. Now Gyro back to his own corner for Reynolds. Good control out of the corner, but he's beaten by Rodoko. And now can upper 90 put some offense together. Maybe make the Peeps sweat a little bit on the defensive end. Arsenal taken out of the play.
Open.
There's Democat off the demo himself in 2 minutes plus of extra time. Upper 90 has another lead this season.
I cannot believe how this game ends for upper 90 when you feel like the Peeps were outplaying them through the first half of the regular time. They really start to turn it around halfway through, and then in overtime they wait for their opportunity, and they finally break down the Peeps defense and find themselves a Game 1 victory.
Yeah, we were joking watching the previous upper 90 match that, wow, upper 90 has a lead this season when they were playing against Afterthought. They had a couple 1-goal leads. Afterthought would come back and take that away from them. Upper 90, they can't give this lead up. They score in overtime, and it's a big, big first win. And now you talk about Gyro with some of the confidence issues that he's had over the past couple of seasons. For the Peeps, they can't panic.
Well, absolutely not. And I feel like here it's Game 1, first game on stream, first game in Rival Series. I kind of say it a lot here, but I think it is true for most of the teams. And it was a close game too. It wasn't like the Peeps got outplayed here. Obviously they lose, but again, I feel like they were in full control, a lot of possession, and it was just about when you're hot, when you're on in that first half of the game like the Peeps were, you really got to convert a couple goals. You can't have a 0-0 game when you're outplaying your opponent.
Yeah, we talk about that tandem of Gyro and Arsenal. Again, Arsenal leading the league in goals last season, Gyro in assists last season. They didn't get going at all. They had 7 shots at it, but none of them found the back of the net, thanks in large part to the defense of Rodoko in particular. He was outstanding defensively for upper 90. He's really turned things around for U90. Now they have a chance to go to a 2-0 lead if they can take Game 2 on Wasteland. We are about to get underway here with upper 90 leading the Peeps. Again, that is not a misprint. Upper 90s leading the Peeps, and we're underway in Game 2.
And I think it's fair to give credit to the defense of upper 90,
Absolutely.
absorbing all that pressure from the Peeps and not breaking a single time, forcing that overtime. And you could tell that the game really did change once we got into that overtime, and it felt like upper 90 was really starting to play up to par against this Peeps team into game number 2. How do the Peeps respond?
Yeah, upper 90, they are not just a team that's happy to be here. They are here to compete. put up a fight against Afterthought. You would have thought this was going to be a brutal start to their schedule. They've handled it quite well. That shot's going to be saved away. Shadow trying to chase it down. He will find himself. No, he will not follow that play up. And so it will be Gyro booming one away. Reddles down there with a full tank that he steals out of the upper 90N, and the Peeps have their first goal of the season.
Well, we talked about it. You got to convert the chances that you have, and Reddles has been that point man downfield quite a bit. Finally getting the redirect on target first time, and the Peeps on the board first.
So it took 7 minutes plus for anybody to score in game one. It takes 45 seconds for the Peeps to take the lead in game two. Arsenal, not gonna have the double touch there. Had to go through traffic on his way in. Now Gyro, bank shot, that's towards the net. And Shadow had to scramble to send it away. Gyro again, just playing crisscross across the left and right posts, but now it will be Shadow. Trying to pop over one, he has, but Gyro all the way back very quickly for the Peeps. And they avert any danger.
And we really haven't talked about Shadow too much in this series, but we have seen him really pop off in the previous series and, of course, in the play-ins as well. He's been a stellar solo player for upper 90, but he's been held at bay here for the Peeps, and I think that it comes with that pressure that the Peeps are putting on. We're seeing it now again here in game number 2, obviously getting the first goal in the first half of game number 1. It's really stifled that offense from upper 90.
You know, motivation is a common theme that we see, especially with players in the rival series. A lot of them have a chip on their shoulders. Shadow
he did it to him.
And he just jukes the daylights out of Reddles.
And this is what I'm talking about. That is the threat that Shadow has, brings it down, and he doesn't even need to touch it. Reddles thought the best opportunity was to the back post. Shadow says, no, I'm gonna fake it near and just cradle it in, tying up this game.
It looked like Shadow had Reddles on a string there, and he just slips that ball right by. Rodoko's got to send this away, as Arsenal was coming up behind him. Gyro now, looking for Reddles. The Peeps know now they have a fight on their hands, as if game one wasn't an indication enough. Arsenal will give way to Gyro here. Can he find Reddles? No, he'll find Shadow, just barely clips that ball. They're talking about Shadow and motivation, as that ball will go all the way through all that traffic and nobody touches it. Now, Shadow, of course, a part of that Defiant team, now the Embers, previously victorious in the match right before this. And you see your former teammates win their first match and you think, okay, I kind of want to match that. You really feel like that kind of eggs them on just a little bit. And now for Shadow, can't get too antsy, but he has been exceptional here in game 2.
We're seeing more and more of Arsenal keeping possession in their final third, but still, the Peeps are kind of running into this brick wall of upper 90, and it's mostly just been transition after transition from upper 90 and immediately back onto defense here as Gyro trying to find someone across. It is Arsenal who does go. No chance on target, but keeps the ball awkward for Shadow. A tough air dribble out into the middle of the field, and the Peeps just really looking for that opportunity, kind of jockeying back and forth in their offensive third, but really not creating any dangerous chances since their first goal.
This one towards the net, and Gyro can't make the save, and Shadow's got his second.
Well, it's kind of out of the blue here for Shadow as he just goes up. It's a free aerial, nobody contesting from the Peeps, and nobody back for the Peeps either. Gyro realizes it, but can't get back in time, and all of a sudden, 2 unassisted goals for Shadow, and upper 90's in the lead.
Well, we'll see if Shadow can go for the trifecta here. He's beaten Reddles, he's beaten Gyro. Beating Arsenal might be the toughest task of the 3. So Arsenal looking to drop one down. That's going to be just wide as the Peeps came that close to equalizing yet again. Reddles out of the corner, gets around Democat, but Rodoko's there to back the play up. Reddles trying to carry here. He's got plenty to work with. Shadow there to disrupt the play, but he hasn't cleared it to the side. And Democat right off the goal line stops Arsenal.
It's a great save and great placement coming out from Arsenal as well. He knew he had a defender in the middle of the net, and he was trying to beat the one on the far post, but he just didn't put it with enough pace. And for Arsenal, you know, he's been in the trenches here on offense, being that man to hold the ball upfield, but just haven't been able to find the net.
Arsenal trying to take this from his own back line. He'll need the help of his longtime teammate, Gyro. That shot just wide from Arsenal. and it's Shadow who plays it right by both.
And it's a little disappointing to see that the Peeps didn't have a follow-up after that ball going off the post or just wide of the net. Upper 90 actually let that ball go almost halfway to midfield, and nobody there to contest it, and the Peeps just weren't ready to have that space, and they could not take advantage of it.
Closing seconds as another shot whistles wide, down to 12 seconds. Reynolds got a touch, but it goes off to the corner, not to a teammate. Gyro throwing one up in front. Reynolds can't get there in time. Arsenal back towards the net. They had a chance at the end of regulation in game one, and they're still alive here as that ball kicks up off the lip on the side. Arsenal to keep it in the air. Gyro taken out of the play. Rodoko hasn't killed it just yet.
Everyone
and
win.
Now the ball will stay up. Everybody's up in the blue end, and I think Upper 90's a little lucky they didn't get punished because there was not a single car even halfway to midfield at one point.
So it's good for Upper 90. They walk away with the win, but man, that was scary. Rodoko keeping that one up and trying to go for the double tap off the backboard. Sent all three from Upper 90, and the Peeps just couldn't take advantage. Kudos to Upper 90 on that demo on Gyro. That was huge.
Yes.
But we could have seen some last second shenanigans nonetheless. Upper 90 walk away with a 2-1 win here and up 2-0 in the series, something that I don't think we would have expected. But it feels like, okay, Shadow goes down and has 2 unassisted goals. It was the solo plays that we were talking about. He's done well there, and it just feels like, again, the Peeps are having accuracy troubles. They hit the post a couple times, Arsenal had a couple good shots, opportunities that just couldn't find the back of the net, and it feels like that accuracy, those chances not being converted, is what's really coming back to bite the Peeps.
Yeah, and now for the Peeps, they've got to get anything going at all. I mean, they've really fallen asleep a couple of times. It's that pressure from Upper 90. Sometimes it's come out of nowhere. Sometimes it's been a long, prolonged attack in the blue zone for Upper 90. But right now, the Peeps need to go back to the drawing board and realize they've got a long road ahead of them. Upper 90, on the other hand, they haven't got a whole lot out of Rodoko in this series. Once he wakes up, imagine how much tougher they're going to be. So, boy, if I'm the Peeps right now, I am really, really worried about what we're seeing from Upper 90. If I'm the rest of the league, I'm watching this going, whoa, where was this team?
Well, and it feels like the Peeps are doing everything right. They finished the test, but they didn't write their name on it. And when they have the ball and they go downfield and they don't put something away, all that work is for waste.
Upper 90 probably sick of hearing all the talk about them this season, that they were one of the lesser teams in the rival series. They had the easiest path of all the teams in the play-in tournament. Again, they are here. They mean business. That shot blocked away. Shadow taken out. Actually, I don't think that shot came off a Shadow. I thought it was a blue trail.
Yeah, Arsenal got the demo, but he also got the ball, went clean through, and has a laser off his own backboard. Lucky for him, not on target.
Reynolds with a whiff. Arsenal can just throw that off to the side. Gyro waiting patiently. Boy, he let that come off the backboard. I don't think anybody had boost, and Rodoko arrives in the series.
Well, and this is the thing about Rocket League at this point. You can't have any balls come off the backboard without someone immediately able contesting it as it hits the backboard or immediately afterwards. And nobody was home from the Peeps. They let that one fall into range for a shot, and they were punished.
Shadow lobbing another one in. This time it is defended coming off the back wall, but this will drop straight down, and it is sent away by Gyro, and actually Democat might have even edged that along towards Shadow. Finally, this ball will end up back on the orange side for just a moment, and the Peeps can kind of try to recover here. Arsenal way downfield, but Shadow's up for this ball first, and again, Upper 90 are just quicker to everything than the Peeps. Arsenal only pops this ball in the air, even though there was nobody back for U90.
Yeah, Arsenal didn't have any boost, so he's just trying to push it along. He knew nobody was home for Upper 90, but that was the best he could have done. It wasn't the best pop, and unfortunately, an opportunity wasted on the overcommit from Upper 90, but maybe Reynolds can find the corner there, turned away by Democat.
Of course, this is also the first series in the RLCS or rival series for Reynolds, a player who has come so close on a couple of different occasions to getting into the rival series. Gyro banking one in. Reynolds, nobody's gonna go for the play. Gyro actually getting the bump along the back wall on Democat, but the shot from Arsenal misses the mark again.
And I mean, it is a reoccurring theme, seeing Arsenal have so many chances, but just can't find the back of the net. Upper 90 are letting these chances come. And again, the inaccuracies from the Peeps really plaguing them in this series.
It is Arsenal banking one for Gyro, looking to get all three involved in the play as Gyro cannot get the pass off and he can't brute force his way through.
And Gyro was trying to hold his flip or hold his second touch so that he didn't just throw the ball into two defenders and pinch out. He was forcing them to come to it and maybe even get faked on that play so that his teammates might have another chance. Ultimately doesn't work out.
Gyro able to read this one off of Rodoko's hood. And now Reddles not able to find Gyro. That ball pops up and off to the corner. That miss though out of the corner from upper 90. Gyro for Arsenal. Gyro able to take out Democat, but Shadow somehow got a piece of that ball, and Arsenal can't finish high above the goal.
That's a tough opportunity for the Peeps, but again, knocking on the door here. They have the pressure. They have the opportunities coming. They've got to convert. Upper 90 haven't done a great job on defense here, opening up and leaving a lot of space. And you said it in the first game, Upper 90 really just throwing the ball away downfield and hoping that a counterattack can materialize.
Well, this will drop straight down for Gyro. He's got Arsenal downfield, but he needs that corner boost in the orange end. He's got it. Now can Reynolds get anything in front? Arsenal thought about it, but that ball didn't kick out far enough, so he will retreat and try again. Drop down pass for Gyro, right between the eyes. This game is tied.
And it's not Arsenal who puts this one away, it's Gyro getting involved, and it's a great pass down from Arsenal. You can see everyone on U90 in this replay is on a flat line in front of their net. Nobody's able to come and challenge the ball, which means a free pass to the top of the box. And Gyro, maybe not the best shot, but it goes in.
Gyro just getting a piece of Democat here, who's cheating up off the kickoff. Still a chance for a kickoff goal to reclaim the lead, but Upper 90 are sent away. All three cars along the back wall for the Peeps, but they do break out in formation. It's Arsenal, not able to get around Rodoko. Gyro now may have to play this ball again. He does, and the shot sent away by Democat, dangerously close to the face of the goal. Again popped up, this time by Rodoko. Can Reynolds get the angle? He can, but Shadow's there to close the door. Now Arsenal, he'll try again, setting the table for Reynolds. Big drive, this time it's saved by Democat.
And U90 are really getting boost starved here. You're seeing so many chances come through for the Peeps. You saw how much space Reynolds had coming from midfield, and he just drove straight through the middle of the field up for that shot. Nobody from U90 able to get out and challenge. But for Upper 90, they are lucky to get out of this one without giving up a goal. They were boost starved, they were being pushed around their own net. Everyone was sitting on their goal line, and the Peeps were just taking pop shots at the goal.
Rodoko not able to get past Gyro. That kicks all the way over to Arsenal. 2-on-1 opportunity, and Arsenal not able to beat the two defenders. 10 seconds remain before we see perhaps another overtime. Remember, it was 7 minutes before we had a winner in game one. Gyro floating one, falling, and it falls to the ground. And Arsenal could not finish. We go to overtime for the second time in this series.
Oh my goodness, 14 shots coming out for the Peeps, and it's almost over. Shadow puts it off the crossbar in the first 6 seconds, and it finally goes in for Democat. U90 looking so good in overtime in the first 9 seconds, and they put to sleep the Peeps.
That is incredible. What a series from Upper 90. Not just and also ran in this season of the Rival Series. They have brought the fight to both Afterthought and the Peeps, and they come away from it 1-1 on the season on a very tough opening night.
I don't know what to say for the Peeps here, because I feel like in this game in particular, they really shouldn't have lost. I don't know how many more chances they needed to find the back of the net, and I feel like I could have said that for a few of these games. And credit to Upper 90, again, the defense held strong. Sure, it wasn't the most beautiful defense, but they come out with a win here and a clean sweep over the Peeps. That definitely says something, but I feel like the Peeps definitely kind of beat themselves here.
That almost, I don't want to say it did, but it almost felt like that Manhattan series, right? Where, you know, of course, that was mid-season for the Peeps, where they were flying high and the expectation was, okay, they're going to compete for a spot in the promotion tournament. And this Manhattan team that hadn't done much of anything all season comes and trips them up. That's what that felt like for the Peeps. All those shots, they were hitting the crossbar, left post, right post, nothing actually finding the net. And, you know, a good defensive effort, a great defensive effort from Shadow and this Upper 90 squad just stifles them. And they were left completely puzzled all series long, and frustrated too. You could see more and more as that series went on.
Yeah, and I think the Peeps definitely walk away with this one frustrated, and for upper 90, they walk away
Elated.
Elated. Yeah, exactly the word. I feel like they're super happy to take down a very strong team in the Peeps, and for them, this is a huge win.
Well, that gets us through 3 matches in North America, and coming up, it's really the main event of the evening. Afterthought, Birds and the Bees. Don't go into, actually, do go somewhere. Go get some popcorn during the break. Come back. There's going to be a lot of entertainment to follow in our final match of the North American Rival Series Week 1.